Hi everyone, Paul Morbid here, Morbid Team Entertainment and Bolex Repair Philippines. So I just got this, another Fujica Z800, and I'm going to be working on the Synchro Coupler right here. They generally, when you get them, they come in cracked. You know, this little part right up under here. Okay, and that is what happens to mine. As you've seen in other videos, and as you can see here, I've just got some tape over it to hold it on. And so I wanted a spare camera for parts, which this is to repair it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started on that. Alright, so first I'm going to unscrew this. Okay, and put that off to the side, and you can see this, zoom in, is nice and uncracked right here. The piece is plastic, unfortunately, so that's going to give us some issues. Let's continue further. Alright, so first I'm going to remove these Phillips micro screws, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, those are coming off smoothly, that one at least. Second one, yes. Three, good news. Hopefully the fourth one. All right, you got movement. Good deal. All right, next, and if you're having this issue, lift up this rewind film button, flip it up, just like that. Just simply peel this right up, just like so. There you are. Okay, just take that plate out of the way. Alright, so next we have these two screws here we've got to take a look at. Let's get a closer deal on that. Okay, I've ended up stripping them a little bit, but I finally had to end up using 3 different types of screwdrivers and getting at least one moving here. I gotta find it again. It's one of the two so far. Put it in my lap. There it goes. It's a very thin head, and it's like another type of camera that I'm trying to think of, but I can't think of it at the moment. It has a very thin head on it. Maybe it's a Bolex. It has some of the thin head screws on it. I can't recall. But I hope I don't have this problem with my Z800 that operates. Alright. So there's the first screw right there. Alright. Place that over to the side. Now I got to get the next one. I had to put this in my lap and press down. These haven't been removed since manufacturer installed, so I'm sure that's what it is. There's some actual rust going around the perimeter of it right there, so I'm sure that's the deal. If you're having this issue, watch out, because the plastic, you can actually press down on it, you can see it move, okay? As you can see it like that, and you don't want to crack this piece again. You also don't want to spray WD-40 or any type of oil that's going to lubricate on here, such as weapons oil, anything like that, because it can soften this plastic and just disintegrate it, okay? And that's why I'm having so much problems with these screws. I'm not applying any type of lubricant on them. Okay, I finally get this one moving, and just to help you out, these screws do rotate counterclockwise. Alright, so I got it out, and that's the second one right there. Okay, but you don't want to damage up your original camera. Okay, so now we're gonna lift off this plastic piece here, and there you are, just like so. There's the top of it. We'll flip it over, take a look at the bottom. I would probably highly suggest, since these things get cracked a lot in the past, okay, you may not be using this on your camera, you may be, but 3D print this thing when you take it off. That way you don't have to look for a whole new, another junk camera like another one like this, the Z800, okay, like I've had to do to replace this part, okay? Okay, so this is my Z800. As you can see, the tape around this part we need to replace here. So pull this off. And I really hope these screws are not as frozen on as the junk model that I'm using to replace this. See how this just comes off here and it's just cracked. Oh boy. So let's remove those screws. 2, 4. Second screw. Third. All right. This is what you always want. These screws that are not rusted, corroded, and frozen in here. When you're making repairs, this is what takes some of the longest time, like I've said again before in the past videos. It's very frustrating. All right. I can zoom out. Okay, the film rewind. Here again, flip this up, as you've seen before. Remove the plate, take it off. See how clean I am on the bottom. Alright, I'll probably clean that anyway. I can see some dust and grime on it. Alright. Anyways. Okay, and as you can see on here, how damaged it is. See how it's broken right there? It's cracked. And it's just moving around, so it's cracked into here too. Oh boy. This is the frightening part, when you don't want your screws to be mauled up. And I know I'm probably going to have to put this in my lap and get to it. I've got the right screwdriver, it's just, I know it's just frozen in there. Alright, so what I had to do is I had to remove one of the pieces from my lens repair tool right here, okay, and just take the flathead end and just put it in there and work on it a little bit. And when you're working on something like this with such a delicate piece, take your time. Again, if it's plastic, don't put any WD-40 or any weapons oil, anything like that. Don't force it, take your time with it. These cameras are really old, okay, and these pieces like this are brittle. Alright, so, and we got movement, so here on both screws. And that's a good thing. Didn't take me nearly as long. Just take your time with it. Don't rush. Generally, everyone gets excited. They want to get their camera repaired. Just don't rush on it. Relax. Remember, whatever mistakes you make on your camera and attempting to repair it, or on your person, are all on you. Alright. So I've removed one broken piece, which is this one. Okay. That's a cracked piece. Here's another cracked piece. That one. We got another one coming up, which is this one right here. If it turns out the little piece right here won't come off, you have this extension right here, this piece of metal. There's a corresponding piece on the plastic. So just simply turn it around there, pick it up, turn it around, and then it'll lift off. You have to find that corresponding piece. Okay. Put it towards the silver so you can see it at the end of my pencil eraser. You see that corresponding piece right there sticking out? Okay. Right there to that piece of metal. Just like so. Okay. So we got those broken pieces out, and now to make the repair. Right, so first I'm going to clean this thing off. Again, the alcohol you want to use is at least 99.9%. You do not want to use below 87. It's just going to be mostly water. It's not going to fit the needs of the repair, the cleaning. And we're going to go around here. No surprises at this point. Everything to be cleaned. The last time anything was like this done was when the part was new. And again, today we have 3D printing, and I would highly suggest going and have this printed, like in a resin, something like that. If you need future parts, you've got them. Hopefully that would work. I have not tried that as of yet. Okay. There we go. Right in the area. And I'm going to get area of the camera. Okay. That should be satisfactory. Alright, here's the part. And by the way, guys, sorry about that buzzing noise in the part of my video there. I just remembered I had my fan on. And here it's really hot in this studio of mine. Forgot to turn it off before I press record. Alright, so here we go. Front and back. Place it in here. Put it in there, the corresponding part. Turn it back and drop it in there. And there we are. Okay. Next the screws. Okay, I'm going to screw these in here and get back to you. Alright? Okay, so I've gotten the two screws in here, as you can see right there. And understanding it's a very thin piece, when you put the screws in, don't over tighten them or you could crack the plastic piece. Okay? So just don't over tighten it at all. Next, I got some rubbing alcohol. I'm just going to clean around here. Alright. Always helps. All this dust, corrosion, rust, and also prevents it. Up around this line here too. Definitely wise. Alright. That should be good enough. Next, it's time for another Q-tip. Alcohol. Down here. Okay. And this plate. Turn that around. We'll clean this off. You know, I've done it again. Excuse me. Turn my fan off. Forgot about it again. Sorry. Now you don't have that flutter in the video. Right there. More alcohol. Okay, that's pretty much it. Go around the sides of it. Make sure all this is clean. Dust, dirt, corrosion, and rust gets around there as well. Okay? And there you have it. You see all that dirt. Okay, turn this around. Piece of dirt there, let me get that off. Alright. Flip that up, rewind button for film, place that straight down, click it in. Now, I can just place my screws back in. Okay, so I got all the screws in, 2, 4. Tighten them just a touch, not too much. I don't want to bend this aluminum plate. And the one that came, the cover that came with this is sticky, and I just don't feel like cleaning it off, so I have a spare. So I'm just going to take this one right here and put right on there. Okay? And now it just screws right on. Get that piece of dust out of there. It shouldn't be there. Alright. Put it right on top of there. Once I get it squared up correctly, pull. All right. And there we go. Very nice. All done well right there. There we go. Closer. And there's a zoom out. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Ever intend to use that, I can. But at least it's repaired. Clean this off here. Let me get a little bit of dirt on there myself, so something maybe I didn't see. But anyway, at least that part is repaired. And I don't have to worry about any dust, dirt or corrosion, rain, any type of the elements getting up under it. It's always a concern. There's some dirt right on the chrome right here. Clean that off. Okay. Alright, so out of this spare parts Z800, just out of curiosity, I want to look at the battery compartment. The seller told me that he couldn't get it open. As I've taken a look at it, we can see already, is what I mean. I can see corrosion. So it's turning really tight. I'm wondering if someone left batteries in this thing. Let's check it out and see. Or if it's just been stored badly. Yep. There you go. Left the batteries in it. There you go. You know, this thing may need to, possibly could be saved, but this part right here. Just get a little, you can fill up screws, possibly. Old Japanese batteries. Long gone. Okay. This part up in here is a loss. It had to be totally reconstructed, even if possible. Right. So, there we go. Just wanted to see that out of curiosity. But this part, sometime maybe I'll clean it and see if I can, at least I'll have a spare one. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so this is why we always need these spare units right here. Junk cameras to use for parts for our own stuff. Always helps. When I want to replace a broken part, you've got it. Always be on the lookout for these. Alright? And remember, when you get those plastic parts like that, you know, don't use any type of lubricant, WD-40, weapons oil. Take your time with the repair. You know, those screws are generally going to be on there tight, and just be really careful and taking your time with it. Okay, you don't want to strip those screws, you don't want to break that plastic part. 3D print it if you can, that's probably wise, and try that out and have extra parts. Alright, do contact me at the social media outlets provided on the screen, and remember, as always, do subscribe. Until next time, see ya!